Yeah, Dildo, I saw that video Doom put up. That's another weird one from Doom. What is that? The fourth time they claim I've been kicked out of my gym? That's strange because yesterday I was there boxing. And Wednesday, I was there renewing my membership when Scott said, man, we really miss you on Thursdays. I hope they get that review done so we can have you back soon. So very, very strange. Now, you can believe me, who's told you about who they've said that you're kicked out 15 times now, and I've been right every time. Or you can believe someone who's really having a hard time with my plea deal and seething very, very hard. I'll leave it up to you guys. Some of you aren't the smartest people, but safe money's over here. And I'm sorry that the snark is getting shorter with those guys, but when you're winning, just run the ball, run out the clock. That's all. We've clearly, dude, we've triggered the fuck out of Doom so bad that Doom doesn't even come in here and fuck around and have fun anymore. They're just mad. They tried to do this thing where they're like, oh, I can have fun with Aaron. See, I can fuck around. And then I think after the plea thing happened, because I think they all thought I was full of shit, which, again, tell me when I'm telling lies. I've nailed every element of all this shit. I've buried these cockroaches, and they still want to go, no, it's not going to be true this time. Spoiler alert, it's going to be true this time. So poor Doom, Aaron's kicked out of his gym. And I'm like, interesting. Scott and I, once again, like always, spoke yesterday when I was at the gym. Hey, we really miss you on Thursdays. I hope that goddamn review gets done so we can just get back to it. Oh, man. Sorry for the L, kid. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't enjoying this spiral, you guys. I mean, the Onion community is kind of like the iDubbbz community right now. Just kind of can't seem to get a W to save their lives. What happened, guys? Something come along and rattle you? I don't know, maybe being wrong about everything? Maybe another third world aristocrat video that seems to shake your boy up every time? Or is it the fact that the horse you backed in the we're going to get Aaron race is being recommended for 30 days of jail today? Uh-oh. Hey, guys, another win for the toe ain't no joke. It's been spoken into reality. We already talked about this. Renewed my membership yesterday. Talked to Scott yesterday. Said he misses me on Thursdays. Did say he was going to f you guys, though. So, ya bit. Ya bit. You want me to go take a picture with Scott this weekend? I think I'm going to the gym Saturday. We'll get a picture, and you guys can, you guys can cope with that and build some new fan fiction if you'd like to. Is Nick possibly going to jail today, or does he just find out today, says Ozone. You know, I don't know for sure. I'm not really sure whether he would go today or not. It's kind of at the discretion of the judge. He could say that Nick goes in today and he serves his 30 days. More than likely what happens in Minnesota if you get a 30-day county jail sentence is a lot of people serve it on weekends. So it would be a 30-day jail sentence that would be served over the next 15 weeks or so. So over the next 4 months. I don't know. Like, he doesn't have a job, so, he doesn't work. So, I mean, I'd just rather bang out the 30 days and be done rather than have the next 4 months of my weekends just completely taken up by going to jail. Because then you're let out just long enough to get used to it, and then, boom, report back to the jail again. And then you might have 5 years of probation with the drug monitoring and the alcohol monitoring. So, I mean, you need all your energy to focus on staying sober because you have an addiction. So to add on to that, the pressure of going to jail every weekend, I think the smartest thing to do, if they do give them the 30 days. Now, again, I'm betting they don't. I did read online that usually, but not always, frequently, but not always, the judge will go with the probation pre-sentence investigation recommendations. So there is an average chance that the 30 days does happen. I don't think it will. It just, you're asking why do you say that? I just think it's the safer bet because jail time has never been part of this. This was kind of a surprise to everyone. That doesn't mean it won't happen. But if it does happen, I think if you're an addict, you should just take that 30 days right up front, especially if you don't have a job. He's unemployed. Take the 30 days up front. You'll be clean. You'll get over whatever alcohol withdrawals or anything that you might go through. You can do that in jail. They can monitor it. They can help you. Then you're done with that 30 days, and boom, I think that 5 years gets a lot easier if you get those 30 days in first. If not, if he doesn't do the 30 days, I do think he's going to get the community service, and I do think the probation is going to be 3 to 5 years. Probation also recommended a 60-month prison sentence be stayed as well. So that means if he violates the probation, he runs the risk of a 5-year prison sentence as well. So that's, again, pretty wild. Daylaw says he'll get booked today at the very least. Yeah, I think that is how it worked. He'll get booked. Will he have to serve the 30 days starting today? Not necessarily. Potato Head Case says, so he got jail time? I'm surprised. Well, you're always going to get a prison term that stayed. He's going to get a sentence for the felony that will be stayed in lieu of probation. And if he does the probation and he stays clean, it all goes away and he never has to do the prison time. Much like, I mean, for mine, I'll do the $50 fine, but like if I f up again, there will be 1 year in county. So there's which I'm not going to, but I mean, I have no desire. I mean, it was, again, not to say it was a different guy, but it was a different mentality in the same person. So I learned my lesson. I'm very sorry about what happened there. But everybody gets a jail term assigned to them, and then the probation is in lieu of that. But Daylaw says he'll get booked today at the very least. Doom says, what do you think is the most fair for Nick? That's a good question. I think he personally, like for his health, I think he needs the 30 days. Like, this is not a guy who's going to voluntarily say he did wrong. He's not a guy who's voluntarily going to feel bad about doing any of those things. I think he needs the 30 days if he's going to stay clean. And I don't mean staying clean like he's going to get caught on a test. There's ways around that. Like, just because, I'm not saying he's going to get caught not being clean, but it's going to be hard to stay clean for that long. The 30 days is best for him. I just don't think it's going to happen. What would be the most fair? That's hard to say because I wasn't at his, pre-sentence investigation stuff. Just based on how he's been on social media and stuff, I think he needs to go away. I mean, I don't know if there's a way to teach someone humility, but maybe that will. Nick's letter reminded the judge of how much an alcoholic drives the kids around. I mean, I was there. There's no way he could have sobered up from what he was doing in the time I left to the time he had to drive. I mean, that's just a fact. I mean, there were times where I left to go do the show. April and I would leave to go to the show. He was still up. So I think Keanu's stuff, Doom, I don't know if you saw Keanu's stuff yesterday about April's apology to me and walking back all that abuse bullshit. I know that people in your camp don't want to hear that, but it's another I told you so for me. I just wish April's apology was as public as her bullshit, but I can understand where for her own self-preservation. She went through a lot of psychological abuse at the hands of Nick, like Keanu said. Go watch the Alyssa Clips thing from Keanu's channel. Carl lost his mind because one guy wanted a refund because he finally found out after all these years Carl's terrible at his job. So he asked for a refund privately asked Carl, hey, your content was shit. It's like Stuttering John all the time. You've got nothing. You're a one-trick pony. I'd like my money back. Wasn't even that mean. And then Carl went and said his full name on the air, spelled out his full name. Threw a bitch fit. It was embarrassing. It was like watching a child not get the cereal he wants in a grocery store, only worse. Oh, it was so embarrassing. So that's not going well. Then you got, I guess, the Shuley thing. Bob Levy left because he said they're just not making as much money as they used to. It's weird. It's almost like somebody said not doing a real show and making all your content about one guy has an expiration date. Strange. Maybe it was a guy who nails it on everything, but does it like a smug, so everyone gets all triggered and mad at him. But Bob Levy left. I don't know what the hell he's been doing. Compound Media obviously shut down its New York studio and merged with Gavin, so Gino doesn't have In Hot Water on Compound anymore. And Anthony's doing the WABC thing. And Kevin Brennan's doing Misery Loves Misery Loves, I almost said compliments, company, where he yells at people for a couple hours a day.
You hire a toxic douche like this, and everybody quits.
Okay, look. I love Gino. I do. We've had our differences. We've settled them numerous times. How am I toxic? That would be like me riling up Doom and Patrick and all these people in this So Thorough Joe Burrow, getting them all going crazy and making them do their little missteps and their miscues. And then me going, I don't understand it. How am I controversial? I don't really get it. How am I antagonizing anybody? How am I poking at people? I don't get it. I know what I'm doing. Every time I poke and taunt and manipulate and get these people on my puppet strings, you know, the girls over at Pretty Antisocial, I know what I'm doing. It's fun for me. The fun part for me is that it's not fun for them. That they're playing for keeps. So I'm going to get them. And I'm just over here just talking shit and then leaving.
Gets fired.
And then they go to Discord and, oh, God, you know what I do. Guys, shh, keep it down. I'm busy. I'm sure there's a lot of people who are going to want to go watch that Rekieta sentencing thing. I obviously won't be covering it. I mean, we'll talk about it after it happens. Final predictions, if you'd like. My final prediction is, I guess I got to choose between 3 and 5 years of probation. I'm going to say no on the jail time, first of all. I'm going to say no jail time. I'm going to go 5 years. I think he's going to take the 5 years probation and the 80 hours community service. I don't think he's going to go with the jail time. I did look this up yesterday. It said frequently judges will go with the pre-sentencing investigation recommendation, but not always. So I'm going to say no 30 days jail, but 5 years probation, drug and alcohol free, and 80 hours community service. That's mine. Scott from the gym trolled the internet yesterday. I knew about it. I knew he was going to do something. He told me he was going to back with these people, but he didn't tell me how. I talked to him Wednesday. I renewed my gym membership, and he said, you know what? I'm going to do something back to these people. I'm going to with them. I said, okay. And he put it out there that I was kicked out of the gym. Now, I hate to be the one. I was not told that he was going to do this in advance. I did work out just yesterday, just a couple of hours before he made that video. And we did renew my membership. And he did tell me yesterday, we're excited to have you back. We miss you on Thursdays. So I think those of you who got your drool and your bibs on and everything else, I think you kind of got played on that deal. I'm sorry.